Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sulani Sim. I hope you're having a sunny and blessed day. And hopefully it's as sunny as Brock's is right now. If you're wondering why Brock is in Sulani, um, well, that is because I have decided he is going to accept a few odd jobs. Now, in the rules for this generation, it says that Generation Broccoli cannot have a formal career. And the way I understand that is like he can't be in like a brick and mortar building. As long as he's selling things that he has crafted, um, it should be fine. So I've decided that he should start taking odd jobs here and there. And the first one that I found was a photography one, which meant we had to visit Muapalam to take photos. So my thought process was Kyle hooked him up, being the best friend that he is, with some maybe conservationists who were looking for a photographer, and he suggested his friend Brock. And because he wanted to do some fishing, Kyle said, we'll just drive up there together, or not drive, catch a plane to Solani together, and you can do some photography, I can get some fishing done, and it's a win-win for everybody, and you'll get paid in the process. So I'd like to think that Kyle is the one that kind of hooked this up for our lad. But yeah, I've also installed a couple, not a couple, just one mod where I can ask for money. I haven't tried it yet, because I'm kind of like, I kind of don't want to try it just yet. And I don't know. It's a mod that's by Kiara Sims, and it's supposed to be like you can ask people that you're close to or you have a good relationship with for money. I would consider it a loan. One second. It says failure. A photo here, a photo there. Where's the mailbox though? Brock didn't find it. Hopefully he didn't get lost in Muapalam outcome. Oh no, they're timed? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I had no idea that they're timed. I'm just like chit-chatting and I had no idea. Oh, I completely messed that up for Brock. It's okay though. We'll still make do with it. I think the job was like 130 simoleons that he would earn. So we are fishing, and I had him fish before we left Copperdale too. So he has a few things in his inventory I need to get rid of. But let me have him stop fishing really quick. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I messed that up for him, but it's okay. Alright. Let's see. There's a couple of them on here. I wish that there was another one that was like this. Then that would that would make more sense as to why he's in Sulani, because he doesn't have the money to be here. Let's see. We don't have any video gaming skills or really cooking skills. But we could probably do this one. She sells seashells. This is a odd job for Marissa. It says, I'm starting a business selling seashells by the seashore. I want people to someday look at me and say, who is she? And why is she selling those seashells, you know? Anyways, I need some stock to get started, so if you're interested, I'll take as many seashells as you can find. I'm off to legally change my name to Shelly. Okay, go girl. We'll go ahead and do that because we're already on the beach, and we should be able to beach comb for seashells. We'll have him do that. I really hate that about the photo. I need to be mindful of that then, I guess, that they are timed jobs. I don't really use this system a lot, because I actually like the conservationist job that came with the Island Living expansion pack. So he's still beachcombing. But anyway, that's why we were in Solani. And also for some news with Kyle, I officially moved him into Copperdale. We'll visit his house a little later on in the episode, but I officially moved him to Copperdale so that he has like a residence in case there's bad weather again. Perhaps he wouldn't mind Brock crashing at his place. I don't think he would. Did we find any? Okay, we did. All right, great. Now let's try to mail them. Could we mail them here? Yeah, okay, great. Go ahead and mail that, buddy. But no, what I was saying is I downloaded this interaction where you can ask for money. I would consider it a loan. This is not something that I would do personally. Not because I would be prideful, but if I was in Brock's situation, I think I would be more embarrassed. And I would also think my friends are probably as broke as I am, so I don't want to I don't want to bother them with my worries, but maybe in The Sims their economy is not as bad as ours. It says great success. A business in need? Of course, Brock was there to save the day. With both haste and excellence, those seashells were deposited into the mail to sell seashells by the seashore. What a dream. And so it says our outcome was your odd jobs rating has improved. We got 61. Oh, so we got the base price of the 61 simoleons plus a $6 tip, which is great. And we have a relationship gang with Marissa. But to be brutally honest, I don't really care. I don't care about that. But let's try to find. It looks like his notebook updated. I think it's just from the fishing that we've been doing, which is great. I'm gonna also go ahead and actually sell the stuff before I forget out of his inventory, because I think that the fish can go bad if they sit too long in the inventory. So yeah, like I said, I had him fish before we headed up to Solani, or I guess down to Solani, from Copperdale. And I think I'll just go ahead and have him. No, I'll keep those in his inventory for a snack. Alright, let's have him try to find another odd job. Oh, we can't. Oh, the internet does not work without a supply of power while off grid. That's interesting. So then I wonder, could we go to one of the Solani bars maybe and get internet service there? Okay, it looks like the internet here does work. What? Kyle. I don't know what Kyle is doing. But whatever he's doing it. I think he's angry about something. I'm not really sure what it would be though. Alright, let's check out some of these other ones. Let's see. I'm so tempted to do this one, the cooking one. It says last minute beach party. I'm hosting this huge annual beach bash, and I'm pretty sure more people are going to show up than last year's. Totally going to need someone to bring some extra Kahlua pork, or else there's no way I'm going to be able to make enough food to feed everybody. I kind of want to do that one, but I don't know. I hate to mess it up. This one is gonna pay out more, and this one is not. And we don't even have a gardening skill. We don't have either of these skills, to be frank. So I guess we'll try this one and hope for the best. Let's see what we need to do. It says cook Kahlua pork, find or place a barbecue pit, choose any interaction to cook a Kahlua pork meal, and then mail it. Okay. Okay, that kind of sounds weird to mail already like cooked food. I mean, I know some people do like those mail things for like food ingredients, like HelloFresh and stuff like this. But I think cooking a whole meal though and um, mailing it seems a little strange, but okay. Alright, so the interaction is not possible on just a normal barbecue, so I just placed a barbecue pit here at the beach. Kyle is still angry dancing in the back. Okay. Love to see that. I'm sorry that he's like in a really bad mood. I feel bad for the guy. Maybe he's not a beach person, which, you know, fair enough. But, I wondered what he's even dancing to. I don't think there's any music playing, but he is very angry. Maybe we can try to calm him down a bit. Is there an interaction to do that? Yeah, let's do try to calm down and see if that helps him. Yeah, it says, just let it go. Brock can't help but feel frustrated about Kyle clinging to the other side of that argument. In a perfect world, they both would have just let it rest and talked about something else. Does this mean that Brock dislikes arguments? Yes, definitely. I don't see Brock as being a very argumentative person, like at all. Oh my gosh, though, it's funny that he's in this mood after I just said I kind of want Brock to ask for a loan from him. So I'm gonna read the room and say that Kyle is not going to say yes to a loan. He's just not. He does have the resources though, because like I said, I moved him into a lot in Copperdale. I'll show it to you guys later, but he has the money and he's making that big boy astronaut pay that's like a lot better than the ice cream man pay I'm sure he was getting. So he does have the money, but because he's in this mood and now he's scared, yeah, we'll just wait and we'll wait till we get back home. Oh, this is Alvin Long. This is that guy that was in the last episode. He said, "Hey Brock, Kim Goldblum has asked me out on a date. Should I say yes?" Uh, We don't know Kim actually. We really don't know Alvin that well. I'm just building up story lore. I think being Brock, he would probably say yes, go for it. But I think Brock has a suspicion that this guy was somehow affiliated with his losing his savings. So I'm gonna say I don't think it's a good idea because maybe he doesn't want him to take advantage of another sim. That's what I think he's thinking. But I think Brock is like a really forgiving person, so I think he would still be willing to be friends and make amends with Alvin. But yeah, we're in Sulani. And you know, to be honest, everything that Brock has gone through thus far, I think it's a well-deserved trip. I really do. Alright, so right now it's evening time. It looks so beautiful in Sulani as always. Just a rabbit trail. At some point I will be doing a Sulani Let's Play. But I love it. It's so pretty. I'm having him just swim for a little bit. We were able to ship the pork over to the customer for the odd job and it says success. It wasn't the best pork the host had ever served at the party, but it was food. Brock pulled through, so he got paid. And we got actually 156 simoleon, which I don't think that was the original price. I feel like that was a little bit more. Maybe less. I think it was less. And it's probably because he doesn't have a very high cooking skill, but that's okay. I kind of want to light the bonfire for everyone to enjoy. I'm not really sure where Kyle... Oh. There's Kyle. What's he doing? Oh, he just used the restroom. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have him light this really quick. I think we'll enjoy maybe a few more hours in Sulani before going back to Copperdale. Alright, so we made it back to we made it back to Brock's home lot, and right now he's just using the restroom. Um, he does have a couple of uncomfortable buffs. He's uncomfortably wet, he's hungry. He had played in the bonfire earlier back in Solani, so it didn't end well for him. But in good news, we were able to make up our monies. I don't know if I want to go ahead and purchase a tent or keep going with earning simoleons, because I think now I really want him to be in a house. I think that would be the best course of action. Is instead of shooting for a tent, I think a tiny house would be better. And also would not be struck by lightning, because we all remember the great lightning strike of 2025, which damaged his tent. So the park bench has got to go. We've got to get an actual roof over our head. It is what it is. Alright, so we actually made it to Kyle's trailer. I just made Kyle a cute little house over on Lazuli Point. Yeah, I figured since now he has a job, he was able to purchase this home, and hopefully we can stay here, at least until the weather blows over, and then we can go back to our own home lot. But yeah, it's just a very modest house that he has, and I don't think that he would mind us crashing here for the night. I'll give you guys a little tour really quick. He is just not in a good mood either. Oh, we could become best friends. I'll have that queued up. But yeah, it's just a small little trailer. His living room is here, dining area, kitchen, and then you go through this hallway. We have his hot water heater, and then let me see, through here is his laundry room. Nothing too special about that. And then this is his little bedroom, and if you go through here, we have his bathroom. Yep. Just a very basic house, nothing too special. It made sense that he should at least have a home now that he has like a more serious job, I guess. And like I said, I don't think he would mind Brock crashing here, but I think it's kind of ironic that in episode 1, Kyle asked to come and stay with Brock, and we literally had nothing for him. We still don't have anywhere for ourselves to sleep. But now, like, Kyle has like the job of his dreams, and he has a house now, and it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up getting married before we do. That's crazy. Alright, I'm having Brock make him and Kyle some breakfast. He's just doing eggs and toast right now. I let him take a shower, or I guess I should say Kyle allowed him to take a shower in his shower. Oh, sorry, Kyle. Right now, Brock is just making some breakfast for the both of them, and it's currently 5 a.m. sim time. Once he finishes up and gets his breakfast and everything, I think I'm gonna have him leave. Let's check the forecast, the weather forecast. Do you know what? I meant to download, I think Little Miss Sam has a mod that's for the weather, and I'm wondering if that would be a more reliable way to keep up with the changing weather. Do you know what I mean? Because right now it's supposed to be cloudy, or it could change to cloudy or something, but I think that the weather does fluctuate when it's hot. Right now it's sunny, so how much do we owe for bills? Wait a minute. Lot taxes, power, water, other taxes. 71 simoleons? We don't even have a structure on the house. It's just a bush and a shower and a cooler, so that's kind of crazy. That's the government though for you, really. Even the Sims got it bad. Kyle is dancing again. Maybe he's happy. Like, I think he's in a good mood now. They did just become friends, like best friends. And a couple of Brock's moodlets reads as follows. It says, same wavelength from feeling close to someone nearby. When Brock feels close to someone, it's safe to show off his silly side. Time to bring back the inside jokes and funny stories from the past. Oh, I love that. And then we have the new best friend moodlet for making it a best friend. It says there's nothing better than becoming the best of friends with someone new. Kyle's not really new though. We've known him for ever how long he's been in town, so I think the newness wore off a long time ago. I mean, I kind of want to see though if, like, now that he's in a decent mood, if I could ask him about the money. I don't even know where that interaction would lie. So I literally stopped to see if I could download I think it's called the Soul Weather app by Little Miss Sam. And it's not showing up in my mods. So I know there was an update for The Sims not too long ago. And so I'm wondering if maybe I need to kind of look at all of the mods that I have and maybe take some out. I don't have too many of them, so I don't think that the can I have money interaction is gonna work because nothing else seems to be working. Why are we in the bathroom together talking about, like, they're talking about crabs? Okay, let's apologize because I don't even know what we were doing, but I'm sure whatever it was, Brock did it. But like I said, I don't think that the can I have some money interaction is gonna work either, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. We'll be able to make it on our own, Brock. We don't need anyone. Let's get some fishing done. Fortunately, Kyle also basically lives like a spitting distance at a fishing spot, so I think that's great. So now we have another spot to like fish, but also visit Kyle. Also, how do we feel about Kyle's little lemon car? I love it. I think it's so cute. This is also CC by Max20, and I love it. I'm sure you guys are probably not enjoying my rambles, but just I have to let you know. For a while I couldn't have like mods or CC because of the type of computer I was playing The Sims on was like a student grade one, but like now I can, and so I'm excited to have some custom content. But we're fishing, and we'll make the most of today, I think. Alright, so right now we're in, I guess, probably what's considered the uptown area of Copperdale, basically where a lot of the more commercial things are at. We're in the little town square, which I love this park. I think it's so precious. I love the gazebo, and this little fish pond I think is so great. I'm gonna have Brock take a few more photos. We got done fishing and we got a good catch. I'll sell those off in a second, but I'm gonna have him take some photos of some of the landscape and stuff here so that we can have some more pictures to sell. And I forgot to mention that he actually is at level 2 in his photography, or maybe I did mention that earlier. If so, I apologize for the redundancy, but I think it would be a good idea to go ahead and set up like a friendly date with one of our potential love interests. I think that would be a good idea. Also, I swiped the eggs and toast that we made at Kyle's because technically Brock paid for the ingredients, so it's Thanos. We caught a tetra, a minnow, 2 cichlids, I think that's what these are called, correct me if I'm wrong, and a bass. And then we also caught another apple. I don't know what it is about Copperdale be having a lot of apples all up in their waterways, and we are catching all of them. So I'm gonna save them for like a snack or something, and we'll also sell these photos really quick, the poor ones at least. I think I'm gonna, well actually they're all poor, so that sucks. Okay, well I think that's a good amount. We're already at 518 simoleons, so I definitely feel encouraged. Like after the previous episode, which was pretty rough. I wonder though, before I do like set up a friendly date or something, if there's any other odd jobs available. I don't know if they refresh like throughout the day, or if you get them, that's it, and there's not any more to come back. Okay, now it looks like it does. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, this doesn't require a skill. It says box packing begins ASAP. The pay is $21 an hour, and this is by Gunther. It says, so I just got my nails done, and I have to pack some boxes. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if I try that, I'm going to ruin my manicure. Plus, the boxes are going to be totally heavy, so I really need someone to come and like do it all for me. You know what? This is completely understandable, and I think Brock could very well get this done. So let's go ahead and have him do that. And then I wonder, how do we do it? Starts at 1 p.m. on Monday. Okay, so it's just in a few minutes. All right, let's go to work. So Brock just got back from helping the sim to move their stuff, who got a manicure and could not do it. It says Gunther was a little high maintenance. Pack this here. No, I want that in this box. Make sure the boxes aren't too heavy. Even still, Brock followed all the instructions. It took all day, but the packing got done and the client was pleased, and that's all that really matters, isn't it? Oh, also money. And the outcome for that was the 84 base pay, I guess, for I think it was $21 an hour. And then we got an $8 tip, which I think is fantastic, but it did take us all day. It really did, because it's like 5 p.m. now, and it's still kind of late to like do a super nice date. But I don't think I would have done like something out. I was planning on doing like a picnic kind of situation. Also, I had Brock start a Social Bunny account so that we can keep connected to our contacts. Of course, there is one person missing on here, and that is Lavinia, the mayor of Henford-on-Bagley. She is not going to be added to our social media. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we've got Maya, Alvin, Kyle, Alice, and Shauna. Alice was a random pick from Cupid's Corner. I just got her because I thought she was cute. She's a pre-made sim that came with Stranger Built. But I'm gonna send Maya a text over Social Bunny, a friendly one, because she was technically the first romantic interest that I had saw on Cupid's Corner and friended. I think what we'll do is we'll travel back up to, I guess, the uptown area of Copperdale and try to do like a picnic in the park. All right, so we made it over to the uptown area of Copperdale again. I'm kind of nervous because Kyle's calling, but we're gonna send it to voicemail because we're kind of in the middle of something. I'm kind of nervous because this is the first time that Brock has met Maya in person, but already it looks like they're vibing because they're getting their positive positive notifications from each other. So I think I'm gonna have him grill up some food. I think some grilled fruit would be really nice. But yeah, this is Maya. She is romantic interest number one. I think she's very cute, and she actually has on my sim self I have this same hairstyle because I usually pull my hair up like this pretty regularly. But I think she's so cute. She has little freckles and yeah, I just think she's really cute. But anyway, he can grill up some fruit for them, and I figured that this was like the most idyllic place to have like a little cute date, but like a friendly date, nothing too serious. Because you can see like the mountainscape and the sailboats, and I think that's really nice. But yeah, I think once he gets done with that, they can eat and maybe watch the sky together. This is definitely, I like these kinds of dates. Like, I like budget friendly. It's not too expensive. It's creative, and you're outside, and I don't know. I think it's kind of romantic. So hopefully she'll come get a serving, and then once they get done eating, I'd like to see them like watch the sky together. I don't think that's too forward. I think if anything, they're just enjoying like the sky because they both love nature. But then after they get done with this, I want them to head over to this area. I don't know if you guys have ever been over here, but it's a real treat, and I think doing it, like going over there at night, will be kind of fun. So I think he's asking her to watch the sky with him, or maybe to grab a serving. I'm not really sure. Oh, they're so cute. Alright, so Brock and Maya are both heading up to this little creepy cabin. If I'm not playing Sims 4 right now, I'm usually playing Red Dead 2, and this reminds me so much of some of the stuff you come across in that video game. I love it, but it's supposed to be like a haunted cabin, and if you wait a while, there will be like these little specter ghosts that show up. It's kind of creepy. But I think it's a really fun feature in Copperdale. So I'll probably have Brock take a photo of the cabins while we're here. Oh, and it looks like he found one leaf frog. I am gonna sell it because I've not been very diligent with breeding them, if I'm being perfectly honest. So I do think I'm gonna sell it. I think I'll go ahead and sell this too. Okay. He does have to use the restroom as well. Let me just get our camera out really quick, Brock. Then we'll go to the restroom. But I think they had a really pleasant time together. At least it seemed like they did. I could be reading into it wrong though. I kind of would like for them to take a photo together. I think that would be really cute. Let's see. Take photo with Maya. We also learned Maya's third trait, and it's that she's loyal. So yeah, I would be interested to see what her romantic feelings are, but we're not quite there yet, so it does seem a little too forward to ask how she feels when we literally, this is the first time they've like physically met each other. So yeah, she's gonna come hopefully and take a photo with him, and then I think we'll head back to our home lot. So we didn't get a photo with Maya last night because she kind of ditched us, and in her defense, I do think we asked her to go out a little bit late in the day because it was around 5-ish when we got finished with that side job. So right now it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Brock is just doing some fishing. We got a threat about not paying our bills on time or our lights would be cut off. I think that's what it said. And yeah, I'm just wondering, what lights are we referring to? What lights? Because Brock is quite literally living by the sunlight, the moonlight, and the starlight. So unless they have a way to cut that off, I don't really see what the urgency of him paying his $71 bill to go land grabs is. Like, I don't understand what the urgency there is. But you know what? I don't make the rules, So anyway, he's just fishing right now. We're doing still really, really good. We're up to 651 simoleons. I'm internally battling on whether or not I should just buy a workbench, have him, start working on that. I had him visit the library off camera to skill up in handiness because he didn't have the handiness skill at all, and he's already at level 2 with that, so that's good. But I don't know, I would much rather have at this point a house or some sort of structure that he can live in, because the park bench is getting cold. It's getting cold and it's getting old, and we don't want to keep doing that. So he's catching some really good stuff. He's got another cichlid, angelfish, and 2 perches, which is great. I'm gonna sell these off while he still continues to fish. And yeah, he's just leveling up his fishing skill like nobody's business. And the photography skill is still at level 2 with 18% completion, so we may need to also do some more photos today. But yeah, I think I'll try to have him message Maya again over. Actually, I think it would probably be smarter to do it on Social Bunny, because Social Bunny, at least from what I can tell, kind of levels up their relationship faster than phone calls do. So I'll have him send a friendly message to her, but it looks like he also got some messages from his other contacts. From Shauna, he has, lunch is a great time to make some friends. Who wants to be besties? And then Alice has, lunch is a great, wait, it's the same message. Okay. Maybe they got one of those, those messages where it's like, forward it to like 10 of your friends, or someone's gonna kidnap your cat. Maybe they got one of those things. I don't really know. But we're gonna have him finish his fishing. And yeah, I think once he does that, we'll try to get some photos in, and maybe we can break to 1,000 simoleons in this video. Fingers crossed. Alright, so I'm looking through the odd jobs again to find what we could do, and I think we have another opportunity for a photo odd job. It says photos for publication, and this is needed by today at 6 p.m. The payout is 66 simoleons, and it's from Eva. It says looking for photographers to take pictures around Sulani for my upcoming publication. I'm interested in photos showing off the natural splendor of the nature preserve. Higher quality photographs will earn more pay. All rights to the photography will need to be signed over to me upon delivery, but all photography will be credited. So I think we'll have to go back to Solani, which is kind of takes away from the immersion that he just got back from there. But yeah, let me scurry all the way across to Solani and back. Alright, so we were able to finish up that odd job for Aoife, and it says the client was elated with the quality of the photos, stating that they'd make the publication look super professional. Not only that, but they arrived super quickly, allowing the client to submit early. Brock certainly earned a great review and a tip. So our outcome was we got an increased rating for our odd jobs, the base rate of 66 simoleons, and then we got a 13 simoleon tip. I do have a few photos that I overtook while we were in Solani just then, so I think I'm gonna sell them off really quick. But I may keep one. I think I'll keep one of them so that we can, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of like putting it in our future home, but I'm gonna try to also have him do one more odd job today. He's basically the local errand boy right now, but you know what? We're getting it. Okay. I saw this one earlier and I thought this might be a really good one. It says hiking buddy begins ASAP, $35 an hour. And this is from Knox. It says my last hiking partner got eaten by a bear. Okay. So I need a new one. You might doubt that there are bears on an island, but there totally are. It's a thing. I'm not crazy. Unrelated, but must be fast runner, but not faster than me. Wow, okay. I think we're up for the challenge, considering Brock has been living pretty much in the wilderness. So it starts at 3 p.m., so we got a little bit of time to kill before we have to leave. And yeah, no, what I was saying is that we are actually getting really close to 1,000 simoleons, which is kind of encouraging me to just keep trucking with the odd job thing, because the payout has been really well, and I don't know, I feel like things are looking up. Not only that, but the weather is back to normal. It's not rainy. Oh, he's getting tired. I don't know if we'll have time to squeeze in a nap, but yeah, I feel like I'm very optimistic and hopeful for him. I don't know how he's feeling, but yeah, we're getting there. Alright, Brock just got back from his last side job for the day. It says there was a bear, alright. A bear that walked around on 2 feet and had a zipper down its back. Yep, bear was a fraud. And the super sleuth to catch the bear charlatan was none other than Brock. Oh, way to go, Brock. While hiking together, Brock caught sight of the massive bear, chased it down, and dove atop it, all before unmasking the beast. It was none other than some local. Everyone should have known, honestly. It was silly to think that there was an actual bear running around. Heralded as a hero, Brock was given a nice bonus from locals. Plus, he obviously got paid for being a great hiking partner. There's still one mystery that remains, however. Whatever happened to the original hiking partner who went missing? So the outcome was the base pay 105, because I think it was like $30-something an hour to do the hiking, and then we also got a 31 simoleon tip. I wonder if the guy that he went hiking with is like crazy, you know? Maybe he did something to his previous hiking partner, so we should all be pretty grateful that Brock made it out alive, because something bad could have happened to him, but fortunately it didn't. It would definitely take a very, I don't know, a very mean person to want to do any malice to our little Brocky. He's sweet. So I think what we'll do is once he's had a shower, because it's already 7:30 p.m., I think we will have him grab a bite to eat from the cooler. I know that there's a lot of trash in our hello? What is this? Angelo Moreland. We could be friends with him. We could do a friendly introduction. I don't know. He's in an uncomfortable mood, but because he's tired. But yeah, we could give a little introduction to Angelo here. That'll be nice. But I think once he does that, I kind of want to see what we can do with 1046 as far as building goes. So while talking to Angelo, it looks like Brock got a new light for certain Sims. It says, so spirited. Looks like Brock just befriended a spirited Sim. Spirited Sims have a lust for life, spreading good vibes everywhere they go and easily becoming the life of the party. In terms of Sim preferences, would you say that Brock likes spirited Sims? I'm gonna say yes. I think that's a really fun preference for other Sims to have. And Angelo seems like a nice guy, so I think we could probably add him to Brock's friend group. And you know what? I think it would even be fun to ask if he would want to meet Kyle. I think that would be like a really cool, if there's like this group of 3 of them, and it just kind of expands Brock's little network of buddies. I think that's great. Oh, and in other news, we cannot afford a tiny house right now. I don't know what I was thinking, but like 1,000 simoleons is not going to get us anywhere. So I have a sleeping mat for him. This is CC, but it's a green blanket, so I think we'll just we'll just keep it to a sleeping bag essentially and just keep going. We still have almost 830 simoleons left. And yeah, I think we're gonna call it a video. But this is a lot more positive. We've met a new friend, we have been doing odd jobs. I think keeping up with doing that and fishing will definitely be on the road to getting a proper tiny house and a woodworking table. So that'll be great. As always, thank you so very much for taking the time to watch my little video. If you're enjoying the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, please consider subscribing and sticking around for episode 5, which I cannot believe we're already in episode 5. That's crazy. But yeah, if y'all are participating in this challenge too, please let me know. I'd love to see or hear about the progress that you guys are making on it as well. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.